Hi everyone, good evening. Today we are going to discuss about disaster management. Why I am choosing particularly disaster management is because we are going to have APPSC Group 4 exams very soon, and not only APPSC Group 4, we are also having at central level ICOR IARI exam also. I have gone through ICOR syllabus also in ICOR also we are having disaster management as their syllabus. So by keeping in mind the all exams, the disaster management will be playing a crucial role in all these exams, in all these upcoming exams. So let's start with our first question. The State Disaster Management Authority is headed by is Chief Minister. Okay, uh, who is the person? Who is the person for the State Disaster Management Authority? Uh, who is the person heading the State Disaster Management is Chief Minister. Okay, whenever we're talking about state, it is a chief minister. Again, while talking about it is for national, it is going to be the prime minister. Okay, if it is a state disaster management authority, the chief minister will be head for the state disaster management authority. Again, while talking about national disaster management authority, it is the prime minister heading the authority. Okay, let's move to the second question. That is, Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) calls a storm super cyclone when the wind blows. See, this question is talking about Indian Meteorological Department. Okay, Indian Meteorological Department. They they use super cyclone word when they use super cyclone very frequently, like very not frequently, very rarely, whenever the super cyclone uh, word that they are using, it means the wind is blowing more than 220 kilometers per hour. Okay, whenever the wind blowing whenever the wind blowing more than 220 kilometers per hour, then the IMD department is going to say that storm as a super cyclone. Okay, uh, that is the thing. Okay, next, here I have given two key points which are very important again for our exam purpose. Cyclones, whenever the cyclones which are occurring in the northern hemisphere region, those are called those type of cyclones or will be like anti-clockwise cyclones. Okay, again the cyclones the cyclones which occur in southern hemisphere, they look like they will be traveling clockwise direction. Okay, those are the two key points which we have to keep remembering for exam. So let's move to the third question again. World's highest seismic earthquakes activities observed in world's highest seismic activity world's highest seismic earthquakes activities observed in circum-Pacific belt or Pacific ring of fire. Okay, see, here I've given some key points again. These key points are very much important for our exam. So, first key point is earthquake intensity. It is measured by Mercalli scale. Okay, earthquake intensity is measured by Mercalli scale, and earthquake magnitude is measured by Richter scale. And earthquake representation. Earthquakes representation is done through a graph called a seismograph. Okay, and again, study of earthquakes is seismology. Okay, so we are going to fourth question now. The question is asking about the cyclones in the Caribbean islands are known as hurricanes. Okay, cyclones in Caribbean islands are known as hurricanes. Okay, these are very important. Again, see, cyclones are in we call cyclones in different areas with different names. Like with the Caribbean islands, we are going to call it as hurricanes. Again, in China Sea or Pacific, we are going to call it as typhoons. Again, in Guinea, West Africa, Southern Asia, we are calling with the them as tornadoes. Again, in Indian Ocean, cyclones are called as a tropical cyclone. Again, in Northwest Australia, we call cyclone as Willy Willy cyclones. Okay, this is again important. So let's move to the fifth question. Which wave of the earthquake produces a rolling effect on the surface of the earth? See, this is the surface. Again, whenever the earthquake is having like a rolling effect, those earthquake waves or S waves. Okay, this is very important. Again, earthquakes are of two types: body waves and surface waves. Body waves are again classified into two different directions. So as primary and secondary. Okay, primary are those travels faster in solid, liquid, gases. Again, in secondary, they only travel in solid surfaces only. So our question is here, they're asking about rolling effect. Rolling effect is S wave. Okay, let's move to the sixth question. Cyclones occurring in North Atlantic Ocean are called. See again, previously we have discussed cyclones in Caribbean islands are called hurricanes. Again here, the sixth question is talking about cyclones occurring in North Atlantic Ocean are called hurricanes. Again here, Guyana or South Asia, we call the cyclones as tornadoes. Again, China Sea or Pacific region, we name it as typhoons. Typhoons. Again, in Northwest Australia, those are called Willy Willy. Okay, very important. Again, let's move to the seventh question. How much percentage of Indian land is prone to earthquakes? How much percentage of Indian land is prone to earthquakes? It means how much risk how much risk is for Indian land is with earthquakes. It means 59%. Okay, 15% of our land, Indian land, is in very much uh, risk prone to the earthquakes. See, in India, we have four zones: Zone 5, Zone 4, Zone 3, Zone 2. These zones are seen in Indian region. Okay, Zone 5, very high risk, most activated zone. Zone 4, high risk. Zone 5 is very high risk. Zone 4 is high risk. Zone 3 is moderate. And Zone 2 is low risk. And it is also called as a seismic zone. Okay, let's move to the eighth question. Dash is also known as a lighthouse of the Mediterranean Sea. Stromboli. This is the most active volcano. Okay, next, here are the few key points. Krakatoa, which is in Indonesia. Etna, which is in Italy. Kilimanjaro, which is also called dormant volcano. It is in Tanzania. Okay, okay. It's again important. So let's move to the ninth question. How much of India's coastline is vulnerable to disasters? It is 5,700 kilometers. 5,700 kilometers. If we're talking about mainland, it is 6,100 kilometers. Again, if mainland including Andaman and Lakshadweep, it is 7,516.6 kilometers. Okay, this is again important. So let's talk about 10th question. IPCC means Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Okay, these headquarters are located in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, let's see 11th question. When was the National Fire Service College established? It is in the year 1956, and this National Fire Service College established, it is in Nagpur, and this college is funded with government. This college, whatever funds it is provided by the government only. Central government will be providing the funds for this college. Okay, again this college is under Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, let's move to the 12th question. Dash are the three phases of disaster management planning. This is a very important question for every for any disaster management. See, preparation, response, and recovery. These three are very much three phases important for disaster management planning. First, we have to prepare for the disaster, and we have to respond, and we have to also recovery the whatever losses we have faced. Okay, preparation, response, and recovery are the three phases of disaster management planning. So next, we're talking about the 13th question. Nodal agency of the central government for coordinating disaster management activities is Ministry of Home Affairs. Nodal agency of the central government for coordinating disaster management activities is Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay, so let's go to the 14th question. Most forest fire prone country in world is Australia, which is also called as bushfire. Okay, we see very frequently bushfires in Australia. So that is the question here. Most forest fire prone country in the world is Australia, and here I've given key point. We call Australian eastern part as Queensland, and we can also see Great Barrier Reef in Australia. So let's move to the 15th question. The extent to which a community, structure, services, or geographical area is likely to be damaged by the impact of particular hazard is called vulnerability. See, whenever the community or structure or services or geographical area of some particular region is going to affect, then those particular hazard is called vulnerability. Okay, vulnerability. So this is again important. So next, 16th question. What does the acronym ISDR stand for? It is a International Strategy for Disaster Reduction. International Strategy for Disaster Reduction. See again, the 17th question is the Chernobyl disaster of 1986. 1986 in Ukraine was a nuclear disaster. Okay, this is a nuclear disaster, Chernobyl disaster. They call it as a Chernobyl disaster in Ukraine at 1986. It is a nuclear disaster. This is also very important. See again, while talking about 18th question, earthquakes occur most frequently at plate boundaries. Okay, earthquakes they occur at most frequently at plate boundaries. Okay, next, 19th question. Father of modern seismology, he is R.D. Oldham. Okay, R.D. Oldham is a father of modern seismology. Next, coming to the 20th question. From where earthquake waves are generated? It is from focus. This is also again important. From where earthquake waves are generated? It is from focus. Next, 21st question. What is lahars, which is in Indonesia? It is a volcanic mud flow, which means hot plus cold water. Hot plus cold water combinedly is known as volcanic mud flow. It is lahars, which is in Indonesia. Next, 22nd question. India, Cyclones is tracked through which satellite? It is InSat, and here we are going to get real-time experience. Like we'll be getting real-time information from this InSat satellite. Okay, through this we will be monitoring all types of cyclones, all types of hazards which are going to affect us. Okay, in advance. So next, we're talking about a 23rd question. It is an active volcano, Mauna Loa. It is located in, which is an active volcano. It is called Mauna Loa. It is located in Hawaii, USA. Okay, a very important question. And this is the last question for this set. This is in which year famous volcano Krakatoa, okay, which is in Indonesia, produced tsunamis measuring 40 feet with violent explosion. It is in the year 1883. Okay, again, if we are talking about tsunami, this word came from Japanese language, which means harbor wave. Okay, this key point is very much important. Again, tsunami, it means harbor wave, came from Japanese language. Okay, so there are more sets to come in disaster management. So if you like this uh, content, please like it and subscribe for more videos. Um we'll be back with another set within a couple of days. Okay, thank you very much, and you can follow our channel in Telegram. Also, I'll be giving this Telegram link in uh, description. Also, thank you very much.